The newest Disney live-action remake has hit theaters with Lilo and Stitch. So we definitely got to talk about some stuff. So when it comes to this newest live-action of Lilo and Stitch, I want to say really excited for it. I was somewhat looking forward to it because I just love the original animated movie. And, I'm not typically one that likes most of the live-action remakes they've been doing. They're definitely hit or miss for me when it comes to watching them. There's only like a handful of them that I actually kind of like. So I was a little curious. I was a little interested in seeing what they could be able to do with the newest live action Lilo and Stitch. And I gotta say, overall, there's definitely some stuff I didn't like, but overall, I gotta say it's probably one of the better live action remakes in my opinion. Now to talk about some of the stuff in this movie, there is definitely, the rumors are true. There's no Gantu in this movie, so that was just a interesting choice that they would do that would take a whole character out. Another thing I didn't really like about this movie was that the whole character of Jumba, and some of the things with Pleakley also, but mainly Jumba. Jumba is a little different and takes a more villainous route in this movie. And I just didn't like how they did it overall. I didn't like the way the character was acting. I don't know if it was just Zach Galifianakis himself. I just didn't like the way they were doing some of the stuff with his character. And Pleakley, I wouldn't say I have a lot of complaints against him. He was fine, I guess. There's definitely some similarities between the actor playing him and then, the anime original version. So I didn't really have too many complaints with him like I did with Jumba. Now, when it comes down to it, is this a shot-for-shot remake? I'll say it definitely has familiar shots that you're going to recognize and know. I won't say it's a straight shot-for-shot, but it does do a lot of scenes that are shot-for-shot remake of the original anime series, and then it adds a couple extra scenes and extends upon a couple extra things. I'll say definitely Nani has more of a character story in this movie than compared to like the original anime movie. We really get more of a story with her. And just basically the whole dynamic between Nani and Lilo. I really like the dynamic they were able to do in this movie. The actors that are playing the characters really did a good job. Lilo feels like Lilo. Nani, it did a great job. And really just the whole dynamic between them. They had a couple heartfelt moments here and there. Actually, one or two scenes kind of got to me a little bit. And the way with this movie ending, I know the ending is getting a lot of backlash right now. There's definitely some people against it right now. I think I'm gonna go into a separate video talking about that, my opinion on that, because I actually got a lot to say about that. Overall, is this movie great? Not real. It's not highly great or anything like that. When it comes to the live action movies, live action remake movies, this one's probably one of the better ones in my opinion. I did like this one a little bit more than other previous live action remakes. I think it did some good stuff. The music is still pretty good in here. That's, that kind of hits the nostalgia notes a little bit. A couple scenes hit nostalgia notes also. Overall, I say majority of the movie I ended up liking. Of course, there's still a couple things here and there that I didn't end up liking, but overall, as a whole, I say that for the most part, I kind of did like the movie.